Once upon a time, in a valley surrounded by misty mountains and shimmering lakes, there was a small village called Bramblewood. Bramblewood was a place of great beauty and tranquility, where the people lived in harmony with nature and celebrated the changing seasons with joyous festivals. However, there was one thing the villagers longed for: a way to keep the light of joy burning brightly throughout the long, dark winter nights. Legend spoke of an ancient artifact known as the Lantern of Everlight, a magical lantern said to glow with an eternal flame. This lantern was believed to bring warmth and happiness to those who possessed it and could banish even the darkest shadows of winter. However, the lantern had been lost for centuries, and its whereabouts remained a mystery. Among the villagers was a young woman named Eleanor, who was known for her kind heart and adventurous spirit. Eleanor had always been fascinated by the tales of the Lantern of Everlight and dreamed of finding it to bring light and cheer to her village during the cold months. One winter, as the days grew shorter and the nights colder, Eleanor decided to embark on a quest to find the lost lantern and bring its magic back to Bramblewood. Eleanor's journey took her through 3 magical trials, each one more challenging than the last. Guided by an old map she had found in her grandmother's attic, she set off into the unknown. The first trial was the trial of the Whispering Winds. Eleanor arrived at a forest where the trees whispered secrets and tales to those who listened. However, the whispers were often misleading, and the path was difficult to discern. Eleanor knew she had to rely on her intuition and trust her heart. She sang a gentle, hopeful tune that harmonized with the whispers of the wind. The melody calmed the forest, and the trees guided her to the next part of her journey. The second trial was the trial of the Moonlit Cavern. Eleanor entered a dark, winding cave illuminated only by the pale light of the moon. The cavern was filled with reflections and illusions, making it hard to find her way. To overcome this challenge, Eleanor used a small, enchanted lantern given to her by the forest spirits. The lantern's light revealed the true path and dispelled the illusions, leading her deeper into the cavern where she discovered a hidden chamber. In the heart of the chamber lay a shimmering pool of water, and across the pool was a stone pedestal with a golden key. However, the pool was guarded by a fierce water spirit, who challenged Eleanor to prove her worth. The spirit demanded a riddle be solved. Eleanor listened carefully and, with insight and wisdom, answered the riddle correctly. The water spirit, impressed by her bravery and intelligence, allowed her to take the key and guided her to the next trial. The final trial was the trial of the eternal flame. Eleanor arrived at a vast, icy wasteland where the sky was perpetually overcast and the wind howled ceaselessly. At the center of the wasteland was a towering ice fortress, within which the Lantern of Everlight was said to be kept. The fortress was guarded by a formidable frost giant who challenged Eleanor to face her deepest fears. Eleanor took a deep breath and confronted the frost giant with unwavering resolve. She spoke of her love for her village and her desire to bring light and warmth to those she cared about. Her sincerity and courage touched the frost giant's heart, and he allowed her to enter the ice fortress. Inside the fortress, Eleanor found the Lantern of Everlight resting on a pedestal of ice. The lantern was exquisite, with intricate patterns of silver and gold, and its flame glowed with a warm, inviting light. As she approached, the lantern's light grew brighter, and the ice around it began to melt. Eleanor carefully took the lantern and made her way back to Bramblewood. The journey home was filled with excitement and anticipation. When she returned to the village, she was greeted with cheers and celebration. The Lantern of Everlight was placed at the heart of the village square, and its warm glow illuminated every corner of Bramblewood, casting away the darkness of winter and filling the village with light and joy. The villagers rejoiced, and the Lantern of Everlight became a cherished symbol of hope and togetherness. The long winter nights were no longer a time of gloom but a season of warmth and community, all thanks to Eleanor's bravery and determination. The tale of Eleanor and the Lantern of Everlight was told and retold for generations, inspiring others to seek out their own light in the darkest of times. And so, in the village of Bramblewood, where the lantern's glow never faded and the nights were always bright, the legend of the Lantern of Everlight lived on as a beacon of hope and a reminder that even the smallest spark can light up the darkest night.